Hello everyone, my name is the Panda Photographer. You know me as Kiki Alexander Bailey. I'm a self-taught photographer and travel consultant. And today is September 10th, 2020. I'm still in Portland, Oregon. Not sure what I'm going to do in the next couple of days. I might go to San Francisco, go to Citibank, but financially, I got to deal with these legal issues. But I want to talk about Panda photography. Now, Panda photography is very subjective how you edit your photos, so take this video with a grain of salt. Now, I've been doing this for quite some time. I don't do pan photography a lot, but when I do it for night photography or long exposure captures. It's pretty fun to do. It's just like abstract painting or light painting in a sense. But I started to do a pen photography challenge yesterday with another photographer that challenged me to a duel. So I decided, yeah, this is a fun way to test the Sigma 1835 after calibrating it on the Sony A77 Mark II. Now, I'm using it as my webcam as well too. But mind you, what I'm about to show you, take it very subjectively. That's all I'm saying. Now, I took 266 images. So take this with a grain of salt. But with that said, everyone, let me roll the intro, and let's get started. What's up, everyone? Back at it here in Lightroom. So take these with, like I said before, support the channel, subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell button to see icons when I upload or do live streams like this. But right now, I shot this with the Sigma 1835 at 1/20th of a second. Most people do this at 1/40th of a second. I'm doing this at 1/20th of a second, f4, 35mm at ISO 100. Now, keep in mind, the weather was very strange. This overcast, weird color distortion in the cloud. But originally, the image was set like this because of the orange color that's in the sky, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. But once I was able to actually add this the way I wanted, fix the composition, the leading lines, I was able to actually transformate this image in two ways. So one of those is doing something a little bit more colorful. Now, I wanted to emphasize speed as much as possible, so I kind of wanted to implement color like the Flash. So yeah, so I implement color. This is, like I said, take this very subjectively based on how you add. I actually was playing around with this one, but I really originally like my original ed. But as I was saying to you guys before, that I did really nothing in Photoshop. I did most of the editing in Lightroom and Nick Collection. The only thing I did in Photoshop was actually add a layer mask and duplicate the image 3 times. And then when I took one of the images and I added motion blur, I add motion blur at high, and then I brushed it in, and then I use another brush to phase out what I don't want, which is the biker. So the biker was full of color, and I just brushed out that blur and got back the bicyclist, and that's all I did. If you look very closely, if we were, oops, it's going here, zoom in here. I even took the time out to brush it with my Wacom tablet, underneath the bike, around the bike, get the edges, try to make it look good. But like I said, this wasn't the sharpest image or the best image, but I figured yes to use it because pen photography is very, very, very hard, and you must have patience for it. But with that said, everyone, And let's talk about this image. If we can zoom out, if the computer zooms out whenever it wants to. Lightroom's been misbehaving lately, so I'm not sure what it is going on. It's not my PC because I'm actually recording right now, but let's see here. Come on. Anyway, same thing. Shot at 1/20 of a second. This was the original image, and I recreated the image and got something more like this. Now, as I said, it's very subjective what you want and how you want the image to look. But this image, I want to emphasize the streets, the leading lines, the speed, how fast it was going. It was going pretty fast. So, yeah. And then my favorite out of all of them is the John Cooper. And again, 1/20 of a second. Everything was done mostly in Lightroom and Nik Collection. The masking and phasing out and motion blur was done in Photoshop. But the end result for this one was this one that you see before you, which is probably one of my favorites because this one turned out the best one because this one is actually really sharp and I like it. And I think you should like it too. But with that said, everyone, I wanted to show you a folder to give you guys a sense of like how many images did you take? And I took 266, and these are all the images here. And as you can see, the color in the sky was very odd, and I'm gonna bring up what it looked like so you guys get a good concept. Like this is what I have to do and edit in to order to get the colors right because it was just all over the place because this weird anomaly that was happening in Portland, and the computer is not booting this up for some reason. And as you can see, that's what I had to deal with. So take this with a grain of salt, guys. I think I did a good job. A good job when it comes down to like that color temperature. So, but with that said, everyone, but there were some people that did not think it was all that great because they jumped on the line there and said I did something in Photoshop, which I did not. But as you can see, I post this original image, right? And that's the original image that you guys see before you. Original image. Didn't change anything other than add those colors and wanted to play around with it a little bit more, you know, to emphasize speed. So, yeah, and you can tell what you're do. You can in this image you can tell what's going on. You can see that there's a highway and there's leading lines. So there's a difference between the color ad and this natural vignette ad or whatever you want to call it, this HDR, because it's actually a HDR when I edited in Nik Collection. But but some people didn't quite understand where he said I did badly, and I gave him a thumbs up as a joke, and then he kept going on about duplicating layers. So I had to explain to him my methodology and how I edited, because there's many ways how to do motion blur and how to edit pen and photography, and I made a comical GIF, "Boo this man," which I thought was funny. So take everything with a grain of salt. So. But everyone else seems to have a very positive response to the images. And I thought you guys might have a positive reaction too. And as you can see on my Instagram, go check my Instagram out. I post it and it looks good. And I think it looks wonderful. And I think this is a stepping stone in the art of photography. So, guys, pen and photography is fun, but you're going to need the patience and you're going to need the time. So pick a good location when you do pen and photography. So, and a good lens. So, but with that said, everyone, I'm Panda, and I'm happy to show you guys these results. I'm using the Sigma 1835 now with the Sony A77 Mark II as my webcam. Also using the Canon 80D with the IRIX 15 f2.4 lens. So give you guys a concept, but this is my setup here. If you guys like the setup, let me know. Like I said, if you guys want to support, and please do support the channel by subscribing, liking, and sharing. Hit the notification bell icon so you get notifications when I go live or upload. And if you guys want to financially support this channel, please do. There's a PayPal and Vimeo. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, and I'm thinking about going out today and do another video for you guys to give you another concept, but in a different location. So, with that said, everyone, thank you for watching, and thank you for taking the time out today. I appreciate it. With that said, everyone, eat, sleep, photography, videography, and repeat. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Happy shooting.